25-year-old Abdul Vix on North Fairhill Street last month. Waters is also accused of shooting into a car filled with teens just a few days before.
Days before? He was on some type of crazy rampage, folks. He was trying to crash out.
Waters allegedly paid a friend $100 to steal a car for him.
Shooting on East Duncannon Street, a 16-year-old was killed.
And 7.62 shells were recovered from the scene.
Moolah gang, why they saying a 16-year-old is the one who responsible for Ybc Dul death? They saying a 16-year-old Billy Savage out there sliding, gliding, and then hit up Ybc Dul, folks. Rest in peace.
Boy, they paid that boy. What the fuck?
To Ybc Dul, we finna see exactly what's going on. They say he charged in 2 homicides and multiple blickings.
Yeah, that nigga, damn, he getting paid. That's why he did all that shit.
That is a damn shame. Look at this.
16-year-old has been charged with the murder of another teenager and another man who was a West Philadelphia rapper. The teen also faces charges in 4 other shootings just last month. District Attorney Larry Krasner announced the arrest of Aiden Waters today. Prosecutors say he killed 25-year-old Abdul Vix on North Fairhill Street last month. Waters is also accused of shooting into a car filled with teens just a few days before.
Days before? He was on some type of crazy rampage, folks. He was trying to crash out.
Shooting on East Duncannon Street, a 16-year-old was killed.
Listen, I have a mentorship called the Moolah Membership where I'm going to teach you how to get rich with business, YouTube, crypto, stocks, financial literacy, credit, every single way. Now, I became a millionaire by the time I was 23 years old. I'm going to teach you step by step.
Unleashed
or unalive, 16-year-old. I'm tweaking because we got very, very, very limited spots, and I don't want you to miss this bag. And a 16-year-old.
No disrespect, Matt. I fuck with you. I fuck with you. I fuck with your membership. I'm just trying to.
Oh, got smoke right there. Rest in peace to him.
A 16-year-old unleashed
or unalive. I don't say smoked in a disrespectful way. That's just how I talk. But I understand how I could come off disrespectful. So I don't mean no disrespect by none of that. I just can't say KILL on YouTube. So I just talk like that, but I'm gonna just say unalive. Don't fuck them. Be more respectful. My bad.
A terror on the city of Philadelphia in the course of a little more than 2 weeks, taking a life of another 16-year-old, injuring 5 others, and also killing Ybc Dul.
That's
this investigation started with the death of Abdul Vix, or Ybc Dul, which began almost immediately. The Gun Violence Task Force.
Like, hey,
I don't understand.
He keep a gun in his bird, man. Shut up, man.
Not either. I'm hurt, little bro.
You pulling that shit out of purse. Pull that bitch off my hip, nigga. Who quicker? Who quicker?
Free you, my heart. First of all, that's gay.
My heart.
You can't be no straight man calling me my heart. Well, and put a heart emoji by it. We don't do that. Second, that's some East Coast shit. Y'all don't know what y'all on freaky deaky type of time y'all on up there, folk. But in Chicago, we don't do that. Now, second of all, he talking about I'm hurt. Shorty, your heart was out here blinking people down. How you hurt, gang? They mama's hurt, shorty. Like, what the hell going on?
Homicide detectives and evidence gatherers all worked together to crack the case. Surveillance footage, fingerprints, ballistics evidence, and jail calls proved crucial in identifying suspects according to the affidavit of probable cause for Waters' arrest. Aiden Waters allegedly paid a friend $100 to steal a car for him in Cheltenham. That car, a white Kia Sportage, was later used as the getaway car in a gunpoint robbery outside of Live Casino on August 17th, and then days later in the
somebody robbed the casino. You gotta be careful with them casinos. For the grave. I don't play that in the casinos. I ain't never went to no casino. The first time I want to go to Vegas for a showski. But I just ain't going to be playing that on folk them. Like, I ain't going to play that at all. Like, I'm just not playing that game. I'm not coming out this casino and no, it's not happening. Yeah.
Ybc Dul, the records.
Yeah, you know the mafia folk fucking control the casinos, nigga.
It's about
On August 18th, the day after the casino robbery, a shooting on the 500 block of Centner Street occurred.
The day after the casino robbery. So he just tweaking and geeking. Phonograph. You robbing niggas one day, next day you shooting up niggas, next day you killing somebody, next day you blicking somebody, next day you still in the car. Shorty, you tweaking.
Casings and 7.62 shells were recovered from the scene. Early on the morning of August 19th, Aiden Waters is also said to be involved in a double shooting on the 200 block of East Duncannon Avenue that resulted in the murder of 16-year-old Marquise Sanders and the wounding of 5 other individuals.
And wounded 5 other people.
Like you mentioned, the 16-year-old has sadly lost his life from gunshot wounds. We're told that the other 16-year-old is in stable condition. Police are still trying to find a motive here, and has left the Olney neighborhood asking for more police presence in their neighborhood and close to that high school. It's a shooting with 2 crime scenes. The first along the 200 block of East Duncannon Avenue near the Olney Charter High School's track, where police responded to shots around 2:30 in the morning. The other on Whitaker and Hunting Park Avenues, where a driver of a vehicle carrying the 2 teens shot flagged down police.
It does appear that they were both shot at close range. It does appear that they were targeted.
One 16-year-old is dead after being struck in the head. The other grazed in the ear and shoulder. At least 6 bullet casings were found on the scene.
I get scared, but then I feel sad because I'm like, sometimes it could be your friends and everything, and this is too much.
14-year-old Ariana is an incoming freshman at Olney Charter High School. She was just leaving freshman orientation when she heard the news. News that sadly does not surprise her.
It's like normal here, but I don't know how to feel about it.
According to police data, so far this year, 109 young people between the ages 12 to 18 have been shot. A number less than last year's, but still an alarming trend. A trend that's too prevalent in this Olney neighborhood, according to a neighbor who wanted to remain anonymous.
I really would like to see more cops here.
That ain't gonna stop nothing, shorty. That shit ain't gonna stop nothing. I'm telling you that right now. You hear me? They put more police right there. All of y'all there, all these shorties, all they gonna do is get more gangster and more savage and just start blicking it out with the police. The police trying to make it home to their kids. So now you gonna have less police, now you got less police. Less police mean more slide. More slide mean more blicking. More blicking mean more blicking. You hear me? Like, it's all just crazy, shorty.
You filming. And I think that would help a little bit.
Y'all that bring the military out here, but they stopped. That's the only thing I'm telling you.
Police say 4 males or 4 suspects involved in this shooting got away in an SUV. At this moment, we don't have a description on those suspects, and no one is currently in custody. Outside of police headquarters, Yukari Nakayama, NBC 10 News.
Surveillance video obtained by investigators again captured the same vehicle used in the Centner Street shooting. Additional 9mm FCCs were also recovered from the shooting scene. Investigators also recovered 16 7.62 fire cartridge casings from the scene. Surveillance video obtained by investigators captured the assailant's vehicle, a gray Hyundai Sonata, according to officials. Around 4 a.m., police recovered the shooter's getaway car, the gray Sonata, on the 6500 block of North 10th Street. Investigators were able to determine that a cell phone had connected to the car and downloaded the data associated with the phone, said Assistant District Attorney Sidney Pope, who was prosecuting the case. So here we have 2 stolen cars and a gunpoint robbery at a casino and a shooting that left a 16-year-old dead and the wounding of 5 other individuals.
It's just 5 days, so only Lord knows what Shorty was doing. Like 9 times out of 10, that wasn't his first robbery. 9 times out of 10, that wasn't his first blicking at the day after. 9 times out of 10, this probably not even his. Obviously, it's not his first body with Ybc Dul. Like Shorty might have been responsible for.
That motherfucker was motherfucking crazy. That's what he trying to say. That's what you trying to say, Mac. That nigga lost his motherfucking mind.
Some bodies, and he was young as hell. When they say he was on the cover of ESPN. You know what I'm saying? When he was young, he was like 7 years old for like track, I think it was. And that just show you, gang. 7 years old, now he's 16. That was 9 years ago, bro. You feel it? Stay y'all ass in track, shorty. Don't think none of that's lame, gang. These niggas going to track getting paid nowadays, boy, too. You get paid to go to college, gang. You couldn't do that when I was young, shorty. And I promise you, on the dead guys, if they would have told me, yeah, they giving out $1 million checks to sports niggas now, all you got to do is make it to college? College? it. I can make it to college. I might not make it to the NBA. I might not have made it to the Olympics with track on, bro. I might not have made it to professional fighting Floyd Mayweather and Javante Davis with boxing. But I tell you, all three of them things that I really did in my life, shorty, I'm telling you, gang. If I could have went to college and they would have, yeah, they gonna pay you a few million. Are you fucking crazy? Boy, I'm out there hooping. Boy, they would have had to break my leg off before I stopped playing some type of sport, gang. I'm not finna be in no.
He ain't lying. I ain't even like sports like that, but I'm fast. I'm athletic. Shit, I would have got that goddamn check too, nigga. Shit.
No goddamn streets. You hear me? They paying high school players now. You hear me? AAU players, they getting paid. People getting paid now, gang. You got YouTube. You got TikTok. You can vlog you playing a sport. That niggas getting paid off that. Niggas getting paid off reactions. Niggas getting paid off clothes. Niggas getting paid off videos. Like, you crazy. The streets is dead. At this point, it's stupid. You gonna get caught. You gonna get caught, gang. Who don't get caught? Who don't get caught? And then if like, gang, come on, bro.
Within 24 hours of the killing of Marquis Sanders, tablet calls were recorded by Aiden Waters to other members of his Fast Break gang, bragging about the murder. In that way, Pope said they discovered a series of video calls between Waters and friends who were in jail. During calls on August 20th, Waters discussed a series of crimes using code words like scrimmage to describe the shooting and slam dunk to reference a homicide as if it were a basketball game, according to the affidavit. Quote, there were 2 different scrimmages in one day.
I used to call my baby mama my heart. Never, ever called a dude my homie, my heart. Never. I know my homies for over 20 years. Never called them. Hey, do y'all, man. Y'all.
Hey, Waters told his friend, according to the affidavit, quote, 1 slam dunk and 1 went in and out. Then, on August 23rd, Ybc Dul was fatally shot inside a vehicle on the 100 block of West Alney.
He said the what?
Ybc Dul was fatally shot and 1 went in and out. Then, on August 23rd, Ybc Dul was fatally shot inside a vehicle on the 100 block.
So they cracked the code on they motherfucking ass. So, folk them, they cracked the code. They talking about the slam dunk. They thought they was smart as hell. You hear me? Yeah, 1 slam dunk. And 1 went in and out. Well, that cities don't even go together. It was a scrimmage. It was 2 scrimmages yesterday. 1 slam dunk and 1 went in and out. What? That don't even fucking make sense. It's crazy,
West
man.
Alney Avenue. Video of the murder was widely circulated on social media. Later that afternoon, the Philadelphia Fire Department responded to a report of a vehicle fire on the 6500 block of North 15th Street. Firefighters observed several FCCs inside the Kia Sportage and notified law enforcement. In my last video, there was some confusion as to where exactly he was shot, and the news misreported the street. And then I, in turn, misreported the street that he was killed on. And keen-eyed viewers were quick to point out the discrepancy. Later that week, a search warrant was executed for the vehicle, which was reported stolen in Cheltenham, as I mentioned earlier, over a week prior to the murder of Ybc Dul. Multiple DNA swabs were recovered from the vehicle, as well as fingerprints, 2 7.62 FCCs, and
he
1
looked grown as hell, though. That's
FCC.
definitely him, though. That's the same little boy from that cover. He looked the exact same, too. That's crazy. Just fell to the street, shorty.
And 1 unfired 9mm cartridge. Detectives also recovered video footage
looked
of
like
the
he don't
getaway
even
car
care.
and tracked it to a rear alleyway of a house on the 1700 block of 68th Street, where Waters lives, according to the affidavit. Video shows a young man police believe to be Aiden Waters get out of the car and attempt to cover his face before going inside the home. Several firearms and related gear were recovered in the course of the search of that very home. Through forensic examinations, surveillance videos, and witness statements, investigators were able to link Aiden Waters to these shootings.
Hell no, that nigga don't care. Look at this nigga. Look at this nigga. Usual suspects. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Usual suspects. God damn it.
The day of the killing of Dul, the streets know who did it. Post remains speculating.
10mm handgun with a red switch is crazy.
Oh, that's fire. He had that fire. He had that goddamn.
A 10mm switch is crazy.
Yeah. That nigga was out here fucking deleting niggas. Shit.
That's great.
That's what I want, though. I want that 10 millimeter, that goddamn 20, that Glock 20, that Glock 40. Shit.
And as I mentioned in my last video, THF
I don't know, is that 17? 10 No, that's 17 ain't no. That's Glock 17, 9 millimeter.
was the first to report publicly what happened.
And that nigga had a beam on it. That nigga wasn't playing, boy. He wasn't playing. Shit, god damn.
And in turn, the streets talk. Remember in my last video, I said it was M24 involved and more details were to come? As far back as the 24th of August, a day after Dul's death, the speculation was that M24 had something to do with it. Then you had one Brody make his statement saying that if you want to blame him, go ahead. That's because Fast Break are the young boys of M24. A lot of other stuff was happening in the background, and the only reason I mentioned Brody or M24 was because he made a public statement. Now that an arrest has been made and the name Fast Break has been mentioned in the news, I can talk about it openly. Aiden Waters is from Nicetown, and he grew up playing football and ran track and field. Waters was apparently friends or friendly with Sear or Baby Doc from the Mott. An anonymous source who was friends with Sear.
All you niggas from Philly, can y'all explain this in the comments? I don't know what the hell the dot is. I don't know what that is, so.
Told me this in DMs. I said, can you tell me about Baby Doc? That was your man, right? And he said, yeah, that was my man. I said, no, I'm asking because I'm trying to figure out why people saying Dul was dissing him. And then he said he dissed him a couple times, but that's besides the point. And I said, oh, all right, I got you. And I said, what is the point? Replying to him saying but that's besides the point. And then he said nothing. So y'all could take that for what you want. This is a friend of Sear, like verified.
This is a friend of
y'all
Sear.
Can make it at what y'all want. Now, what I want to talk about is what Lil Bucks was saying in the beginning without jumping into any assumptions or conclusions.
Police say a man is dead, thrown out of a stolen vehicle after a high-speed crash at Rising Sun. Police say the driver of the stolen car
Ybc Dul
left the man on the road and ran away.
He will. All that
Action
snitching
News
in them
reporter
songs.
Catherine Scott joins us live from the scene with the breaking details, and you can see the damage on that car.
Oh, the car is totaled, Tam, and police are looking for the driver this morning. Here on Roosevelt Boulevard, the northbound lanes are open. They have been for quite some time, but there is debris all over the place. Pieces of car on the sidewalks. You can hear debris crunching by as cars come through here. So you certainly want to watch out when you're driving through the area after this high-speed crash late last night.
It clearly appears that speed was a factor.
You see a blue Kia, which was totaled. Police say the Kia was stolen 2 days ago, a couple blocks away from here. This crash happened shortly before midnight. A witness told police that a speeding Kia clipped the back of a Honda, which was sitting at a red light on Roosevelt Boulevard. The impact caused the Kia to lose control and roll over several times. While the Kia was flipping over, the passenger in that Kia was ejected, thrown into the roadway, and subsequently pronounced dead. Police say the driver of the Kia was able to get out and even thought, though he was limping, he fled eastbound on foot, leaving his passenger dying in the roadway.
Crazy.
The 29-year-old driver
Fuck nigga left his homie to just die. Boy.
of the Honda was not hurt, and he is cooperating with investigators.
That's crazy.
Meanwhile, Elvin Gonzalez had been sitting.
That's how you know y'all niggas been bitches. Doing stupid shit in the first place, and you do that, you been a bitch.
In his minivan parked in nearby Duncan when the Kia slammed into the Honda.
The spare tire from that vehicle actually flew and hit my vehicle and actually scraped up the hood and knocked out my side mirror, which is weird. Like how the impact was like so fast. The driver fled before I could even try to catch up.
Baby Doc was the driver.
So then I ran to the
bunch of dumbass fuck niggas doing dumbass shit.
And there are surveillance cameras in the area, so police are trying to retrieve that footage to get a more detailed description.
That's crazy. So was that Baby Doc that died?
Catherine Scott, Channel 6 Action News.
Thanks, Cap.
Philadelphia police say a driver involved
in we just seen that, bro.
They say that the driver of the Kia lost control and it's been a factor. When we run just 2 days ago, just a few blocks away from this location where the accident occurred, more than likely, that's the reason why the driver fled the scene of the accident. Philadelphia Police Chief Inspector Scott Small said, just a few blocks away, it comes up as a stolen status. It was stolen just 2 days after the crash, apparently uninjured. Our business, you gotta take it. No Diddy. But on Ybc Dul is a rapper, he got dissed anyway. Here from the miners. And Ybc, but on 15 years, respectful, you got now. Ybc Dul is Mr. Disrespectful. So when you give it, you gotta take it. No Diddy. But on some real shit,
no
if you call yourself Mr. Disrespectful,
you gotta take the disrespect.
You have to know what comes with this.
For sure.
As for Aiden Waters, for the crimes he's accused of at just 16 years old, he's been charged with murder, arson, causing catastrophe, conspiracy, and gun crimes. He also faces 8 counts of attempted murder for the 3 people who were shot and survived, and the 4 other teens who were in the car during the Duncannon Street shooting.
He's done,
He is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
He's done.
There is an apparent connection with M24, Fast Break, and the Mont. I have a full Ybc Dul video coming. I'm preparing, and a full story on everything will be in that video. We're gonna try a long form doc this time and see how you guys like that format. So look out for that video within the next couple of any watching them.
Oh boy, I don't know. Cut that shit up.